Hello there, I'm Farah. I hope you are doing well right now. And for today, I will be presenting about digital management model for improvement of logistic operation in logistic service provider. So as you can see, this is my abstract. The important element in the abstract that I highlighted will be started by the overview of the research problem background, methodology research, result and contribution, and research objective. And why this project is very important? This is because the order management process in logistics service provider is still using traditional way, as I can say. And this statement has been supported by the previous research that show that companies still ignoring the importance of the technology in their business process management due to the lack of awareness and readiness either for the manpower or the organization itself. So likewise, the lack of digital culture and knowledge has developed another challenges. And for the objective of this research is to determine the elements of Internet of Things, IoT, and later will be examined all the process and documentation, logistic operation, and finally, at the end of this research, I will develop the digital management model for logistic operation in logistic service provider. So for the research methodology, I will be using the qualitative method that will be used to construct mode involve data collection that focus on 4 departments in order to understand their workflow process management. So the data collected from Tiong by using open-ended interview that will be analyzed through the transcriptions. So at the end of this research, we will be offered the essential guidance on a digital management mode and strengthen support of business in handling goods and services that open opportunities to improve skills and participate fully in the digital transformation. So we will move to the objective of this research. As you can see, I have divided it into the 4 columns, which is first is the research objective, second is the research questions, third is a research goal, and fourth is a research method. And for the first objective is to determine the elements of Internet of Things for logistic operation in LSP. So the research question will be, what are the elements of IoT in a logistic operation in LSP? And for the research goal will be the list of elements of Internet of Things or IoT. And I will be using literature review as a research method. So for the second objective is to determine all the process and documentation for logistic operation in LSP. So the research questions will be, what are the process and documentation logistic operation in LSP? So for the research goals will be the business plan or the business model, and it will be conducted through the interview. And lastly, of the objective is to develop the digital management model for logistic operation in LSP. And for the research questions will be, what will be the appropriate model for logistic operation in LSP? So for the research goal will be the digital management model, and the research method will be conducted through the flowchart, will be shown by the flowchart. And now we will be moved to the methodology. As you can see, this is the framework of the methodology. So for the phase 1, we'll be started with the planning and determine the research instrument. And the phase 2 will be the data collection. And the phase 3 will be the interview that will be use open-ended questions and will be analyzed in a transcription. And for the second is the literature review and will be analyzed through the content analysis. And then we will be moved to the phase 4, which is develop the model design and development. So in the phase 4, firstly will be develop the digital management model, and secondly will be validation process and the activities. And lastly, for the phase 5 will be the documentation and reports. customer will be placed order through the customer order management COM, and then customer service will accept and validate the order. Customer service will issue to operation department, as operation will open and update the Tiong Nam order, and then they will be start to plan the delivery and send trip information to notify customer and driver. If the goods are already in Tiong Nam warehouse, it will be proceed to pick and pack, update inventory through the system, routing and scheduling the trip, and then the driver will be delivered the goods to customer. If the goods are not in Tiong Nam warehouse, the operation will assign driver to pick the good at the customer place, and then they will be routing and scheduling the trip, and then the driver will deliver the goods to customer place. After customer receive the goods, they will be verify the goods. Once operation notify the verification from customer, they will update the delivery information and open receive return sheet RRS. They will prepare the invoice to send at the billing department. Once receive the invoice, billing department will prepare the payment to charge to the customer. After that, they will send the payment, and lastly, customer will make the payment. So as you can see, this process show all the workflow is getting done faster and paperless. All is depends through the system like customer order management, COM, warehouse management system, and others. For the result and conclusion, order processing may be better aligned with the supply chain demands by incorporating automation into the order management process. It is intelligent automation that takes it a step further by automating what were once manual process that required human involvement. So the information obtained during the processing can be utilized to gain the new sites and identify relationship between the data elements. So the system may detect possible compliance breaches and provide an audit trail by recording all the information related to the fulfillment. And lastly, for the business, introducing automation and ethics into the order fulfillment has become not just an option but a requirement. Business that transform today will be able to meet the needs of tomorrow while also improving customer service and efficiency. And for the contribution, I highlighted into 3, which is the system will be eliminate the need of staff to have a vast amount of specialized knowledge to process the order, and secondly, it will be enhance customer interaction by allowing business to have a better serve to their customer. And lastly, is a prevent data from being lost or misfired and prevents the issue of misplaced order or common among the manual systems. So that's it from me for today. So for your information, I'm a postgraduate student in supply chain management. This is my 2nd semester and I have finished my degree in industrial logistics last year. So now I am here to finishing my master's study. So thank you.